Screen actors, in this video you're going to learn a powerful way to learn your lines, and you're going to discover that the secret to learning lines is to not learn lines. When you really get this, the lines will begin coming to you. You won't have to chase them anymore. You won't go into auditions with any worry or anxiety about, oh my God, what happens if I forget what to say? Pay close attention, because toward the end we're going to play a fun memory game / quiz. And one of you is going to win a free 45-minute one-on-one online audition coaching session with me. I've been coaching actors for more than 40 years. I'm expensive and I'm worth it. I highly recommend that you watch this video with a pencil and some paper by your side. It will help you to get the most out of it. I'm Louis DeBianco, and this is my channel, Screen Acting Success. This is where you come every Friday for more tips, techniques, and secrets that will help you to become a more confident and compelling on-screen actor. Everything that I teach here, none of it is theory. This is all stuff that works, stuff that I learned in the real world by acting in front of the camera for more than 40 years and by teaching and successfully coaching other actors to become successful for as long as I've been acting myself. If this is the first time visiting the channel, definitely click subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. We're going to begin today, learning by doing. We're going to play a fun memory exercise right now. In a few moments, two individual sentences are going to come up on the screen. They're not going to come up together. They're going to come up one following the other. Each one will remain on the screen for 15 seconds. During that time, you will memorize them. And enough said. I will give you more instructions after you've seen them. So you're going to see one sentence, it's going to fade, another one's going to come up. Memorize them. Here they come. Okay, did you memorize none, both, or just one? Put your answer in the comments below. And now, a countdown timer is going to come on the screen for exactly 30 seconds. Take that time to write down what you remember. Write down all the words that you remember. If you remember both of them, write really fast and write both sentences down. If you only remember one, write one down. When you hear my voice again, you'll know that the 30 seconds are up, and come back to the video. Here we go. Okay, I'm willing to guess that most of you remembered the first sentence, and that's what you wrote down. Why is that? By the way, both of those sentences had exactly the same number of words. So if that's the case, why was it easy to memorize one and not the other? Well, the answer is a simple principle. And if you take nothing more away from this video, if you forget everything else, remember this. It's easier to learn meaning than it is to learn words. Words are really disconnected items, but things that are strung together with meaning are easy to remember no matter how many of them there are. In case you're skeptical about this, maybe you're a person who has mastered learning a one-page audition scene or a two-page audition scene really fast and you're line perfect. That's great. But have you ever played a major role in a film or a play and had to remember all of your lines? I don't think that you can do that by just learning words. You would have to learn meaning. Let's use Shakespeare as an example. If you're a man and you're going to play Hamlet, a woman and you're going to play Juliet in Romeo and Juliet, the only way to have the confidence each night that the lines are going to be there when you know them is if you've learned the deeper meaning of those lines. In a moment, we're going to clarify what it means to learn meaning versus words. The sentence about Martin Luther King was easy to learn because each segment of it had meaning to you. You recognized it, it had a context. In the second sentence, they were scattered images and they weren't held together by any context or meaning. So, how do you apply learning meaning to learning your lines in a script? These are the steps, 4 of them, 4 specific steps to memorize your lines at a deeper level, and you will find that there'll be another advantage to it, which I'll talk about at the end. The first step you do is you take your script and you make yourself read it without speaking any lines. Read it silently. Read it more than once, again and again and again. And this will be a challenge because your left brain is going to want to interpret the words and you're going to want to immediately do a line reading of some kind, to say the lines in a certain way, to give certain words emphasis. Don't give in to your left brain. In fact, when that little voice says to you, come on, interpret the lines, here's what you do. You look at your left brain and you simply say, shut up. Shut your mouth. Now, do it seriously, because if you are wimpy about it or cute, when you shut up, left brain won't listen. So, shut it up and read your lines through silently. As you do, you're going to start to get an emotional meaning. What it means to learn meaning is to learn what the words make you feel and then what those feelings or emotions make you do. When you're learning that, you're learning it in your body, in your entire being, the lines are going to become necessary to accomplish those actions and to have those feelings. And so they will stay with you. They won't just be part of your brain, they'll be part of your entire organism. So now you've read the script maybe 10 times silently. Now read it again silently, but don't focus on your lines. Focus very, very closely on the other character's lines. Why? Because those lines are the lines that are going to be the triggers for your emotions and for your actions. I know that in the past, when I had less experience, I would sometimes learn my lines very well, then get into an audition and hear the other line from the other character's lines, and I'd be thrown because I hadn't really focused on it, so it was foreign to me. You don't want that to happen to you. So really know the other person's lines, and most importantly, know what those lines make you feel. The next step, once you start to get emotions from the other person's lines, is to ask, this is crucial, what is my intention? What is the one thing that I'm fighting for from beginning to end of this scene? Start thinking of all of your scenes, not as conversations, but as tugs of war. A scene is a tug of war, always. Character A wants something badly, character B wants something badly, and then they engage with words, each to win what they want. That's, when you understand a scene like that, you will always start to give really strong performances. So you define your intention, and define it in active terms, which means with a verb phrase. Start with the word to. To learn the truth from a liar. To put an awful person in their place. To win back my girlfriend or my boyfriend's or my husband or my wife's love. Once you've got your intention, then ask, how does each line bring me closer or farther away from accomplishing that intention? When you've done those steps thoroughly, you will have learned the scene by knowing the meaning of it, and you will own the lines. Here's the major advantage of using this technique. When you learn meaning, even if you should trip up a line in an audition, you forget one. You forget the exact words, but you understand the meaning, you will quickly be able to come up with a line or other words that communicate that same meaning. Trust me, I have done this. I did it to win a big part in a film called Boss of Bosses with Chaz Palminteri. I forgot a line completely, but I knew the meaning of the scene. I didn't let on that I forgot. I stayed in the moment. I stayed in the feeling, and then I gave a reading. I created a line. Nobody knew that I had made a mistake, and I got the role. Also, when you learn this technique, you'll become a master at cold reading. I can go to an audition, and if they, let's say they like me and they say, you know, we like you, but we want you to read you now for a different part. Here's the script. Come back in the room in 15 minutes and we're going to read you for that. So now I've only got 15 minutes to learn those lines. I will learn the meaning, and often I'll be able to do a good portion of the scene without even looking at the script, because I know where I'm going from beginning to end. I know what my intention is and how I'm going to get to that destination. Start practicing this. It's going to make a world of difference for you. Only experience can be your teacher. Now one of you is going to get a chance to win a 45-minute free coaching session, audition coaching session with me. A paragraph is going to appear on the screen. Here it is. Don't try to memorize it. Look at it, and it will be here at the end of this video. It'll remain on the screen for you to look at as long as you want. And when you look at it, I want you to think about, what is this about? And I want you to give me an answer in the comments below using only 1, 2, or 3 words. What words you choose will give this paragraph meaning. It'll give it a context, and it will make clear what all of those sentences are about, because they are about one thing. See, that's the lesson. When you learn words, you're learning different things, but your mind can only really focus on one thing at a time. When you learn meaning, you're learning one thing, and all of the words contribute to the meaning of that one thing, so they become necessary, and that's why you can trust, without going into your head, that the lines will be there when you need them, especially when you audition. If you've gotten value from this, definitely leave your takeaways in the comments below. And if you haven't already subscribed, do it now and give the video a thumbs up. By the way, these exercises came from a wonderful book. It's called No Self, No Problem by Chris Niebauer, PhD. Look it up on Amazon. Definitely worth reading. It'll help your acting and your life. I will leave the title in the description below. You'll also find in the description below a link to my latest online course, Self-Taping Mastery. And hey, as an additional bonus, you're going to see on the screen now the cover of my ebook, 21-page ebook that includes a video tutorial on how to become a master of self-taping. If you want that book absolutely free, click the link below to get it. But I'm selling you a course. Not selling you, I'm offering you a course on self-taping. Why would I give you this for free? Because I want you to succeed, and the book will definitely give you what you need to get started on your own. The course takes, of course, a much deeper dive, and I hold your hand module by module, step by step through the entire process. So you don't have to buy the course, just check it out and see what I have to offer. And until the next time, remember this. Always, when you get a script in your hands, the words are not what make that script come alive. It's what's happening beneath the words and in between the words. The subtext that you bring from your inner emotional life. That's the secret of great acting. So, go out, learn, have fun, and book that next gig.